What's up, everybody? It's Alex, and today we're diving into a wild thought experiment. What if gold never existed? No treasures, no bling, no Olympic medals, and our economy turned upside down. Imagine history, technology, and even love completely rewritten. This isn't just about missing a shiny medal, it's about changing civilization itself. Buckle up, let's explore how life would look in a world without gold. Let's start with money. It's something we all use, but rarely stop to question. What if the very foundation of our currency vanished? Gold has been the backbone of wealth for ages, a symbol of power and stability. But if gold disappeared, what would we use to represent value, to store our savings, or to trade for goods? Silver would likely take the spotlight. Imagine pirates, kings, and entire empires hoarding silver instead of gold. Silver coins would become the new standard, gleaming in royal vaults and pirate chests alike. If silver wasn't available, copper would step up. Ancient Rome thrived on copper coins. So imagine a world where copper is king. Everyday transactions, wages, and even taxes could be paid in copper. Some cultures might turn to seashells. Cowrie shells were real currency in Africa and Asia. Beach combing could be a serious job. The value of a shell could fluctuate with the tides, literally. Or maybe cacao beans like the Aztecs and Mayans used. Imagine paying for groceries with chocolate. Your morning coffee could be worth a fortune. Instead of gold rushes, we'd see silver or copper crazes, fortunes made and lost over different resources. Mining towns would spring up around new discoveries, and entire economies could shift overnight. The entire economic landscape would shift, but humans would adapt, trading, storing value, and building economies around whatever was rare and useful. Bartering might even make a comeback in some places. The Midas touch, maybe it turns things to silver or chocolate. Imagine a world where the most coveted treasures are edible or practical. Our desire for a medium of exchange is fundamental, so we'd always find something to fill gold's shoes. Whether it's metal, shells, or beans, people will innovate to keep trade flowing. The world's wealth would look different, but the drive to trade and prosper would stay the same. New fortunes would be made, and new stories would be told. So, no gold, no problem, just a new kind of treasure. Maybe gems, rare minerals, or even digital currencies could rise to the top. What would you want your fortune made of? Silver, copper, chocolate, or something entirely new? Humanity always finds a way. Our creativity and adaptability mean we'll never run out of ways to measure value. Let's see how else life would change if gold was out of the picture. No gold means no classic gold wedding rings. So what would symbolize love? Platinum would likely become the new luxury, rarer, durable, and stunning. Or maybe meteorite rings, actual space rocks, each with a unique pattern. Talk about a cosmic love story. For nature lovers, wooden rings inlaid with copper or turquoise could be the trend, unique, sustainable, and meaningful. The term gold digger wouldn't exist. Maybe we'd have platinum pursuers or copper seekers instead. Jewelers would master new materials, platinum, silver, titanium, even stainless steel. Designs would evolve, focusing on the beauty and strength of these alternatives. The tradition of wedding jewelry would change, but the meaning would stay. Love finds a way, and so does creativity. What would your ring be made of? In a gold-free world, romance still shines. Let's move on to tech. Gold isn't just pretty. It's absolutely crucial for the electronics we use every day, especially your smartphone. It's a top-notch conductor of electricity. And unlike most metals, it doesn't corrode or tarnish over time, even in harsh environments. Without gold, engineers would have to rely on silver or copper to make your phone work. Silver actually conducts electricity a bit better, but it tarnishes quickly, while copper is cheaper, but corrodes and loses efficiency. That means your devices would be less reliable, maybe slower, and way more prone to glitches, random shutdowns, or even total failure. Space tech would struggle too. Gold foil is used to protect satellites and astronaut helmets from dangerous radiation and extreme temperatures. Without it, satellites could overheat, malfunction, or even be destroyed, and astronauts would need totally new visor technology to stay safe. The hunt for gold alternatives would drive material science into overdrive. Maybe we'd see advanced polymers, ceramics, or even futuristic nanomaterials. Our gadgets might be bulkier, less efficient, and more expensive, while space exploration would face new technical hurdles and risks. Gold's absence would be felt in every call, text, and selfie. Your phone just wouldn't be the same. It's the hidden hero of modern tech, quietly making everything work smoothly behind the scenes. Next time you use your phone, remember, without gold, it wouldn't be nearly as fast, reliable, or fun to use. So let's see how history and technology would change if gold was never discovered. The California gold rush shaped the West, but imagine a world where gold was never discovered in those hills. Without that glittering lure, history takes a wild and unexpected turn. No gold rush means no sudden population boom, no San Francisco transforming overnight from a sleepy port to a bustling city. The city's skyline and culture would have grown at a much slower pace. California might have stayed quiet, its towns growing slowly through agriculture, ranching, or maybe timber. The state's early economy would have relied on the land, not on a rush of fortune seekers. The U.S. economy and westward expansion would look totally different. Fewer people would have risked the journey west, and the map of America might have filled in much more gradually. Maybe California's big break would have come from tech innovation, or from its rich farmland, not from gold. The state could have become famous for oranges, grapes, or even microchips instead of gold nuggets. Instead of gold fever, we might have seen silver sickness or copper crazes in other parts of the West, with different towns rising and falling on the fortunes of other metals. The Wild West would have a new identity, shaped by different dreams and discoveries. California's story would be rewritten with new legends and heroes. No legendary gold strikes, no iconic ghost towns, just a different kind of boom, maybe centered around farming, railroads, or other industries. It's amazing how one element, just a single metal, can change the destiny of an entire region, shaping its culture, economy, and even its myths. What would California be famous for in a gold-free world? Would it be the breadbasket of America or the birthplace of the tech revolution? History would be less shiny, but just as fascinating, full of different stories, challenges, and triumphs. Let's talk about sports next. Ready to see how California's games might have changed? The Olympic gold medal, iconic, legendary. But without gold, what's the top prize? Silver would become the ultimate symbol of victory. Imagine headlines. Phelps wins his 23rd Olympic silver. The medal hierarchy shifts. Silver for first, bronze for second, maybe copper for third. Even our language changes. No more gold standard, maybe silver standard, or platinum peak. Designers would make silver medals stunning, maybe bigger or more artistic. The prestige stays, but the look changes. Other trophies, the World Cup, Oscars, Grammys, would all get a silver or platinum makeover. Athletes would still strive for greatness, but the symbol of victory would be different. The Olympic spirit endures, but the podium moments would look new. The silver age of sports would begin. Would collectors value these medals differently? Champions would still shine, just in silver. Let's wrap it up. What a journey! We've seen how a world without gold would change money, love, tech, history, and sports. Gold shaped economies and culture, but humanity would adapt, finding new ways to trade, create, and celebrate. Silver, copper, platinum, wood. Our world would look different, but our drive to innovate and connect would stay. Could you live in a gold-free world? Would you miss the sparkle or embrace the alternatives? Drop your wildest what-if ideas in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more mind-bending adventures. Thanks for watching. See you next time.